I still remember the time they first announced Gundam AGE. I witnessed it. They said it was going to be a partnership with Level 5 Games, which is known for Yokai Watch and Inazuma 11. It was also going to be a partnership with Korokoro Magazine, which made manga for Pokemon and Doraemon. So with that information, you can already tell this was meant to be a kid show. As visuals were revealed, yes, the aesthetic was very kid show. The character designs, the overall feels, even the initial mecha designs. It also gave the impression of being somewhat weird. The bad guys even looked like a crossbreed between Evangelion and Digimon. Overall, it seemed like Sunrise was gonna do something they haven't done before. Before this, the closest things we had to Gundam kid shows were SD Gundam and Gunpla Builders Beginning G, which is the predecessor of what would become the highly successful Gundam Build Fighters. The question that was in the minds of many Gundam fans was, how are they gonna cater a Gundam war drama story to children? On top of that, this was the show that succeeded Gundam 00, so the contrast and expectations of age were both factors to consider when people were forming their initial impressions of what the show would be. Before the first episode aired, initial impressions and expectations of the show were very mixed. But one thing was clear, that this show was going to be very experimental. But what hooked most fans, including me, was its very ambitious concept, having a single series span across 3 different generations. People were calling it the JoJo of Gundam. And in the end, what I loved most about Gundam AGE was how it remained faithful to that concept. Each generation had its own philosophy which changed and evolved over time. Flit's arc established the story with sorrow, Asimu's arc showed us the perseverance to overcome the effects of that sorrow, and finally, Kyo's arc ultimately addressed that sorrow and ended the conflict. Each main character had his unique perspective on war, and the arcs didn't feel repetitive at all. Flit showed us what it meant to be human, what it's like to love someone, and what it's like to lose that love. I'm still not over it, guys. What it's like to be angry and sorrowful. Asimu showed us that hard work and skill can serve as a very powerful alternative to natural talent, that you can shine in your own way. It also showed us the wonders of youthful friendship and borderline yaoi. Finally, Kyo showed us hope. Hope for the peaceful world that Gundam has always talked about, has always dreamed about, has always aimed for. And man, isn't that beautiful? All of these perspectives and moral lessons come together to form this beautiful story. And to be honest, AGE embodied some rather deep themes that we don't usually see in a kid's show. For example, how you don't end up with your first true love. But yeah, I guess it's good to teach this to kids at a young age, right? Also, AGE had this scene that may be taken differently by some people, but well, I hope the kids enjoyed it. I guess a lot of people have bashed Gundam AGE for smaller things like animation quality, lackluster designs, and some unlikable characters. But if you look at the big picture, AGE delivered on its promise. It gave us a dynamic, emotional story spanning multiple generations with different perspectives. This is why I think Gundam AGE is such an underrated gem. Each arc had its unique philosophy, but everything consistently came together in the end. The show remained faithful to its promise, unlike the inconsistent, overrated trash that is IBO. That was a joke. If you like IBO, please don't take offense to that. Moving on, sadly, AGE didn't sell very well. Well, because people have trash taste. Just kidding. Or am I? And what's worse is that this affected various marketing decisions regarding AGE. This includes Bandai's broken promises of Master Grade AGE 3 and AGE FX. I'm sure you all know this. And as Hathaway's Flash would say, I don't want to hear those empty words and promises! Well, at least we did get the Memory of Eden movies, which did improve some aspects of AGE's story, most especially Romari's character. Thanks to Memory of Eden, she gained the status of Generation 2's Best Girl, a title previously held by the oh-so-sexy and underrated and unexplored, come on guys, Arisa Gunhale. I guess they can share that spot now. Even though I love Gundam AGE, I will admit there are some things I didn't like about it. Obviously, they had to rush the show, so a good number of characters were unexplored, like Arisa, or not redeemed very well. I think Gundam Age would have been a lot better if we got at least 20 episodes per generation. And I also wish they had a better animation budget for some of the mecha scenes. Yeah, I guess those were the only things I didn't like about Age. Fast forward to 2021, it's revealed that Age is definitely still in the hearts of Gundam fans from all over the world. People have been posting custom builds and tributes to Gundam Age. Hashtag a Decade of Gundam Age trended on Twitter and other platforms over the past months. Actually, over the years so far. For me, it truly is a series that aged well. That was a pretty good joke. I give that an 8 out of 10. Like, it was a good joke, okay? Anyway, as a lot of you can tell, I have such a huge boner for Gundam Age. To celebrate the show's 10th anniversary, I actually plan to pursue some Age Gunpla projects. Here's my unfinished Jirarga from 10 years ago. As you can see, I've extended its waist and gave it like a new antenna. Like a new scratch-built antenna. And here's my Shal doll also from 10 years ago, which I have not finished yet. Hopefully now is the time to finish these kits. I also would like to paint my H2 and HFX if I get the time, hopefully I do. And lastly, I would also like to build and paint my Master Grade Age 1 over there, which is actually still unbuilt. Anyway, yeah, look forward to that. And also, if you look at the background, you'll notice my boxes are red logo, red Bandai logo, meaning I was there from the very beginning. I was there from the very beginning of Gundam Age. I supported the series from the very start, and that is something I'm actually very proud of. I went through some significant parts of my high school life with Gundam Age, and thus the show holds a very special place in my heart. Age played a very special part in one of my most treasured high school friendships, and it also helped me deal with a lot of the drama I went through at that time. I still remember going home from school to watch the second arc of Gundam Age and never skip that godlike emotional song by Spy Air. I'll try not to cry in this video. Anyway, I just really wanted to make this video to celebrate an underrated Gundam show that really means a lot to me. If Gundam Age means a lot to you as well, please let me know in the comments section. I would really appreciate that. And if you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content, I guess. And that's about it. Have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year ahead, and let's all celebrate a decade of Gundam Age.